Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we're gonna have another look at this little TerraMaster F8 SSD Plus. It's a good thing that they have written it right here in front of it so that I don't have to remember it. Getting old, you know. Last weekend I installed server 2025 on it, and that turned out to be rather well. It works great, no issues whatsoever. It took me half of the day to find the drivers and update the server, but never mind, it works great. I have a little bit of a quest this time because TerraMaster claims that this can do 32 gigabytes of memory. There's only 16 in it, and the Intel processor, the Intel i3 N305, on Intel's page, it claims to only be able to do 16 gigabytes of memory. So can it do 32 gigabytes or can it do 16 gigabytes? I would really love it to do 32 gigabytes. So therefore, I purchased a 32 gigabyte. And for this, I have to be ever grateful for my patrons, because it's about $100 to do this experiment to see if this unit can do one or the other. So if it totally does not do it, well, then I have a RAM block that I might be able to use for the next thing that might be able to do it. I would be a little bit more stringy with my money if I didn't have the Patreon support. So if this works, it's all thanks to the Patreons. But let's get into it. And I also want to try and install ProxMox on it today, if we get that far. No idea how that's gonna turn out. So we turned it off. To get into this box, you need to turn it off because you need to remove all the cables to get into it. And on the back it has this one finger screw. It's not that this is difficult, but it's definitely not hot plug anything, because you can't really, well, if you really wanted to make it, you could cut out squares here on the box, but that wouldn't exactly make it prettier. And this is the inside. This is the TerraMaster F8, and that means that it has 8 slots for NVMe drives. It has 4 on one side and it has 4 on the other side, and I have populated 2 of them. This is a rather expensive setup. The box itself is, well, I think they have reduced the price. I believe they've cut off $100 since I did the first video, but it is like, well, it was $800 for the unit. Then I had to go and purchase some discs to do the test. So they were about $100 each, so that's $1,000. And then this RAM block that I'm putting in, well, that's another $100. So let's check. I haven't even opened this yet, so let's see what they sent me. It doesn't look like much. It's a Crucial RAM DD thing, and it's 32 gigabytes DDR5. It's 4800 megahertz, so 4.8 gigahertz. It's 1.3 volts. I hope it's similar to the one that is in here. Otherwise, this is gonna be a ProxMox video. So let's take this out and check the. Yes, looks very similar. That's just before I take it out of, break the packaging. It would be nice to check that it actually fits. So yeah, this one was 16 gigabyte. Oh, we should have gone into Windows and checked that Windows Server. Gonna put that over there, and then we're gonna open Sesame on this one. Could probably, it's gonna work. Never mind. Very good RAM block. Does it go one way or the other? Oh, it goes with the label upwards. That's nice. There. Very cool. So I could not put the cover on, but then again, that would ruin the airflow. So we're gonna put it back together. See if our 16 gigabytes of memory for a ProxMox server is on the low side. So if this works, it would improve the usability quite a bit. So I'm gonna pop in all the cables. Don't think we need the network cable for that. I gotta put it in anyway. So let's see what happens. How did our $100 go? It's not doing anything. Huh? So I guess that might be a no-go. Or did I purchase some wrong RAM? Thank you to my patrons. That was a no-go. Dang it. So it's not as if it's really overflowing with information on this one. But yeah, it didn't work. So we're gonna pop the old one back in. That's a shame. I was so hoping that this would work. It would also have been so cool if it had been able to take 2 RAM blocks. But, well, if the CPU, which I'm not pointing at because the CPU is on the other side beneath this heatsink, could take some more RAM. 16 gigabytes of memory and it jumps right back up. That's a shame. Okay, I have this off again because now that we're gonna be installing ProxMox, I wanna flip these two around because on one of them I have installed Server 2025. Oh, we can just put that over there. And if ProxMox doesn't work, I would be very happy to just have it stay on Server 2025 for a little bit. And if we swap these two around, I can try and install ProxMox on the other one without damaging the first one. So a little bit of laziness there. So we'll put that in there. And then we'll take the other one and just pop it in the other slot. So we're kind of just moving the boot drive out of the way so that it doesn't get overwritten with ProxMox. There. I have also made a USB stick with ProxMox on there that we're gonna be popping in. So I did think of another solution that might be interesting, and that is the TOS, the original operating system, is running off this USB stick down here, and I came to think of it. If I took that little USB key out, it's disabled right now, but if I took that out, I could kind of run a solid state disk in here for the boot drive. That might be a great idea to have a like just a flat solid state disk sitting, and it could sit somewhere and be the boot drive, and then you would have all 8 slots available for your storage. Just something that I thought about to not waste that connection. So now we are ready. I have it connected again. ProxMox boot drive right there. Let's see. It should pick the USB key for the boot, but it did not. Okay, I need to access the BIOS and get in there. Okay, I'm in the boot thingy, trying to figure this out. I think this one might be the flash disk. Why? I have no idea. I know that this is one of the drives, and then this is Windows. This might be something too. I'll try that one and see if that is it. Yeah. Yes, that is. No, that's not it. Okay. That was the TOS. Okay. Boot. So that wasn't it. So this one might be it. Okay, let's try that. Yes. Yes, ProxMox. That took a little bit. And we want to install with graphic. Yes, please. So definitely it boots. Let's see. And it's checking some networking thingy. Okay. I haven't put the connection in right. Evaluation thingy. I agree. Down at that corner, you couldn't see that. And it sees a drive. And I am expecting that's the drive that is. Otherwise, I'll have to install the server 2025 again. But then we can pick a country. Denmark, time zone, Copenhagen, keyboard. Yes, next. Password. I'll give it a password. Everything seems to be happening down here. I think I'm actually gonna try and reboot it and see if I might have been too late to pop in the network connection. It wasn't in long enough, and it seems like it doesn't know any of my network settings, and I think it might find some of that if I do it again. So hold on. Yep, after a little reboot, it found some other IP numbers down here, so that was marvelous. So I'm gonna call it my PlayHouse. And we get a summary, and I can press next, and it will be installing. It's not doing a whole lot, 0%. Mouse is dead. Keyboard is not responding. I think this is a redo. I'm gonna try once more. Okay, seems like we are stuck here. And it's not doing anything more. So, Okay, to make this simpler, I have removed the USB key with the TOS that is installed in there. And I've also removed the second NVMe drive on the other side. So it should only have the NVMe drive that we are installing ProxMox on. So let's try that again. Okay, so now it's doing more again. So yeah, I'll see if it gets any further. So it did not see my network, but now it's doing a little bit down here. It's at 3%. and mouse is still moving. So I'll see if this isn't better. Okay, it's a little bit later and it's working. It's up and running. It's good. I don't know what was wrong with it, but yeah, now it boots just fine and it goes into ProxMox. And here it is. Summary. We get the CPU here. We have our 8 cores. We get the RAM. It's up here. RAM only 16 gigabytes, and that was what we wanted to improve on. That didn't work. So apparently this box is limited to 16 gigabyte, or I got the wrong RAM block. I think I got the right one, but I don't think it works. So the TerraMaster F8 SSD Plus does run ProxMox, and I didn't have to mess with any drivers whatsoever, so that was a big relief. It does not work with 32 gigabytes of memory, unfortunately, as far as I know. If anyone else has gotten this to work with 32 gigabytes or even more memory, I would love to know. I don't think so, because Intel says that the CPU doesn't do it. So probably they're right on that one, but it does run ProxMox. Do let me know in the comments if it's worth it to run ProxMox on 16 gigabytes of memory. Is that enough to do anything? Thank you very much to my patrons for sponsoring this video, even though it didn't work out. And thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.